Welcome to Work the Left Side. It is the Monday before a True Grit show, which means we are not talking about True Grit on this episode. We are talking about wrestling in Newcastle. We had the pleasure of myself and Mr. Baker, who has finally joined us on an episode. So thank you, sir, for coming along. But yes, dude, no, it's my pleasure, matey. Obviously, you gave me the courtesy of being my chaperone, being the driver. I was able to go to Newcastle thanks to you. So yes, we ventured up to the Toon. We spoke to him last week. He's ventured home for the weekend. So we all met up in the Toon and just had a good old time watching some.
I go put it back on if you want.
Mate,
it's on the back of my chair.
I wasn't going to tell you this, but you're not actually going to be able to see I'm just going to put the photo of you wearing that coat that I took just over you.
Sick.
The whole episode just like that. But gentlemen, yeah, obviously it was just a long-winded intro there, but it was a great day, great show. I just kind of wanted to hype it up before we even got started. But yeah, are you both good? Ian, thank you for joining us. I'll start with you as the first-time guest.
I am still shattered from the drive up, the long, loud show. We were giving it some from that crowd, and then the long drive back. And then doing it all again yesterday, although a much shorter drive. 20-minute drive to Guiseley yesterday for Black Hat. But again, front row, you got to give it some. You can't sit on the front row and sit on your hands.
Nope, definitely not.
We were giving it some yesterday for the Black Hat crew.
Yeah, I don't know obviously how vocal you normally are at shows, Mick, but yeah, I think all three of us were, well, obviously Andy as well, he was all getting involved, cheering the goodies, booing the baddies. Yeah, dude, have you recovered? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm very good. Like I say, enjoyed it very muchly. First time venturing, I think, up to Forest Hall, certainly for a wrestling show, I've got to say. It was a cracking venue as well. From when you look at it from the outside, and then when you actually go inside, it was a bit of a TARDIS place because it doesn't look that big. And then you go inside. Once you go down, you only go down a few steps, and it's just all of a sudden massive. So I thought it was a really, really good venue for a show. In fairness,
loved it. Yeah, as soon as we got there, as soon as we walked in. Like sort of said, yeah, it looks like a social club on the outside. And it was a bit like, okay. And then you get in, it's like, oh, mate, yeah, just you go into the pit, space, the curtains.
With its Foster's sign above the door.
and the posters for local singers. The lovely singers.
All got first names.
Yeah.
Just, no surnames, just two first names.
Mary Claire and Leslie James.
I'm gutted no one hit the disco ball as well that was hanging above the ring. Or it wasn't even used either.
At just some point, man, they could have just dropped it and had a little dance up.
I'd have took part in that. By the time the second half come around, after I'd had a few pints, I'd have happily got up there and took part in the dance off.
But yeah, so that was it. Yeah, we got there, we walked in, found our seats. Like I say, amazing place, just awesome atmosphere. And yeah, we'd obviously been to the Borough show, Ian, which is what kind of prompted us to be like, yeah, okay, let's go watch the Rumble. We was very impressed with the Borough show. They've got another one of those coming up in March. So if anybody's sitting on the fence about going to it, do so. It's like a 90-minute drive from here.
Yeah, we'll be going.
So, and again, 4 tickets for £30. I think I've said that before a couple of times. So,
yeah. I think we discussed it last week.
Yeah, I think we did.
Even at a tenner, if you don't take advantage of the offer, a tenner for a ticket for shows with people like Rampage and Brady and Drake. Yeah. And I mean, even those sort of like, should we say, the lower card cast, you got like 21 Union on there. They're going to be huge. You can't argue with that price. You just can't argue with it. That's phenomenal. Definitely.
So this show was obviously me and Mick. I was obviously sort of hyping the show up to Mick last week, telling him about talent if he wasn't aware of them. Two of the guys that I mentioned were obviously Adam Bolt and Levi. And I kind of said on the hype episode, mate, if they start the show with this match, that would be amazing. And yes, this match was a perfect opening match, made all the sense. Obviously it ended a little bit abruptly, speedy recovery to Mr. Adam Bolt. We want to see that Cody Rhodes face mask at some point.
Yeah, I've only seen he's been milking it on Instagram and stuff.
Still fighting, yeah.
But yeah,
still fighting.
But no, it was a shame that.
It
Levi
was
just going straight for the moneymaker, though. You know what I mean? Like that's Adam Bolt's ticket right there.
That's
He
it,
makes
mate.
it look good.
Nope, not at the minute. Well, obviously, he still does, in fairness.
He does. He'll make
Adam
a
Bolt,
broken
even with the broken nose, Adam Bolt still makes it look superb. But yeah, I think the match went, obviously, we've got all the introductions, the crowd were getting warmed up. Shout out to Mr. Stevie Aaron as well, who came out first of all, obviously, as the ring announcer, getting the crowd hyped up, came out 5 minutes early, just doing what he does, make sure everybody's in the mood. But yeah, this match, I sort of say, it ran about 5-6 minutes. Obviously, we had an impromptu roll up because of the collision, the unfortunate collision. Nobody's fault. It's just one of those things. This ain't ballet. It happens, unfortunately. But up until that point, this match was smooth. I was watching both guys.
It was like a taste. It was like an amuse-bouche. Like, I'm all right. Okay, I want to see these two tie up again. Let's see what they can do with the full mashings, because what we got was fantastic. A great, if short-lived, a great match. You could see they were building stuff, they were telling the stories, and the two incredibly talented fellas as well.
Yeah, very much so.
Say, Mick, so this was your first time seeing him, Mick. So yeah, I know you got a little bit of a taste and a tease.
Yes. Like you said in the moves boosh there. Yes.
But not amusing.
No, it wasn't, because it was cut short, and you could see it was starting to get into a really good rhythm as well. They'd had the feeling out thing, and then it was getting into that rhythm where it was good. You could see the back and forth coming and stuff, and then, like you say, it was just very abrupt. It was as soon as it happened, we were all like, sort of, yeah, that's something's wrong there.
That's why we heard it.
Yeah, and then I think it was during the first match as well when I turned to you and I said, I think I'm going to get gold from the little kid when I'm sure he shouted Mackham, but it sounded like he shouted something very, very abusive and sweary. And I was just like, straight away, it's like, oh, we're on for a good one here with this one.
was that an M or was that an F?
He said, because it was like, no, he said Mackham, because it certainly sounded like he said fuck him or something. And I'm thinking, I looked and I was like, he's about 8.
Yes, brought up stuff up here, but bloody hell.
Yeah.
You kind of like that. You could imagine the kid looking at you, be like, I said Mackham, honestly. Like looking at his mum, like,
his mother. I think his mother looked as it was like, I'm washing your mouth out with soap. No, he said Mackham, love. He said Mackham.
Said Mackham, it's all right. So we've got your back. We've got your back.
Yeah.
But there's like watching the footage back. There's as short as this match was, there's still moments in there. There's things in there that I haven't seen before. There's one bit where there's the Irish whip into corner. Adam Bolt does the kip up to back to get Levi goes under him. But as Levi goes under him, he then does a kip up and Bolt goes under him. So it's like a reversal on a reversal. I was like, oh, shit, I don't think I've ever seen that before. And there was a bit as well where Levi back body dropped Adam Bolt over the top rope to the outside. Adam Bolt just landed on the outside, bounced back in, and just basically hit like a 2-knee code breaker. I don't know what the name of the move, but I would call it. You know what a code breaker is? It's just one of those with both knees. And it was just like, oh shit! Again, very smooth, just in, out. Bosh, job's a good one.
And it's why they were the right choice for the opening match. Because if you were sat there going like, right, okay, maybe you've had a long drive. There were a fair few of us from Leeds and the Leeds area there. If you had a long journey up there and you're like, oh right, okay, I'm ready for some wrestling. You just need that little bit of something else, don't you? A little something extra that makes you go like, whoa, wait a second. This isn't just, no one's doing anything by the numbers here. We're getting,
bang, we're off.
You never expect that from Adam Bolt or from Levi, obviously, but at the same time, it's just that bit that click and you wake up and you're like, yeah, okay, nice one. Yeah, let's go.
They're attention getters straight out the gate kind of thing. So yeah. But great way to open the show. Like I sort of say, it was just. Obviously, I know it'd be disappointing for those guys. I don't want to say it was disappointing for the fans because, obviously those guys will have been gutted because they'll have had so much in mind or, they'll have wanted to steal the show, which hopefully they will do, at a show later on in the year. As you sort of said, Ian, I want to see that match again. I want to see that match go the full length.
As a fan, I didn't feel let down. I felt like we got a taste and I feel like I want to see more of that now.
If they've got any sense there, I would presume that would be another match. That would be a match that they'd be booking again very, very soon on one of the future shows and stuff. Because, like you say, just with that 5-minute taste that we all had, you could see what they could do together would be magic.
And you've got a story there now as well. You've got the facts that he broke his nose. You've got that rivalry. You've got that kind of, revenge.
Look what you've done to me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Come out with a mask on or something over his nose.
I mean,
you've done it. Yeah.
Come out. I hope. I'm there. I'm in York on Saturday for True Grit. I hope. I really, really hope he comes out with one of them on.
Dude, that would be awesome. I say just just British wrestling. Something happened at another show, and then he just comes out. You can imagine people being like, "What?" And they'll be like, "Just work the left side, mate."
Yeah.
Don't explain it. Yeah. There we go.
But this has been obviously one of my things for a while now with British wrestlers. I wish more of these promotions kind of work together and sort of work things in together, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like with stories and stuff, where if something happens here, book it for your show and continue it on there and stuff. But
I like a little bit of that.
Yeah,
I like a little bit of that. We had the really good True Grit invasion at Tidal last year. There was really good fun, and it worked really well. It timed great for the whole regime storyline and Wes and everything, and it was great. I think it could, like the MCU, I think it could get very messy very quickly.
We'll just need like an Infinity on Crisis Earth situation down the road. Just to back it all back up again. So I'm going from MCU to DC before anybody shouts at me in the comments, being like, "That's DC." I know it's DC. I'm just. That match angered the fanboys. But yeah, so then we went from that match to it was Miss Melissa Faust, the WiN Women's Champion, against it was meant to be Molly Spartan. They did a last minute card subject to change, and they got Harley Hudson on. We spoke about. I think this happened after we did the episode last week.
It did,
So
yeah.
So
I think it was literally the day after.
Yeah,
literally the day after we recorded the thing, and then all of a sudden it's like sort of, we changed the card. It's like, lovely. But yeah,
we didn't get a chance to hype up Harley last week, but yeah, I know you two guys were
hype up Harley Hudson. She is one of the best wrestlers in the country.
Hence why she come out and she cut like sort of a bit of a Healy promo and stuff, saying she's going back to America and everything like that. So it worked really well, because I think because of the first match going short, they had to have some sort of a filler in there, and so for her to come out and cut a little bit of a heel promo and stuff, especially getting boos in Newcastle wearing black and white as well. Literally the first person I think ever to wear black and white and get booed in Newcastle. But no, it was very good the way she'd done it. So it was very smooth to transition to doing that. Just go, look, I'm going back to America with a title and stuff. I'm better than this.
She mentioned she don't get booked in at WiN, does she? Unless she's been or any of those places, unless she's called in last minute and stuff. And she made it great, because she got cheered coming out, because it's Harley Hudson. You're going to cheer Harley Hudson. It's amazing to see her at any time you can, and it's a rare thing these days. She got cheered. She took a cheer. She enjoyed, and we enjoyed cheering her. And then she got in and went like, "Yeah, by the way, though, right, I'm a baddie."
Boomy.
Yeah,
because let's face it, we've got to mention the sign, Nick. We got to mention the kids' sign.
No, I'm taking credit for this.
No, you are not, mate. I'm not having you taking credit for Boo. Basically, this is a joke. Well, it's not a joke so much as the fact we were so impressed as one kid had a two-sided sign, one praising obviously Melissa Faust, and then turned it round, and it's like sort of, it was just basically Boo You or something on it. It was a picture of Boo from Mario, and that's where Nick's now got this from. So he is not taking credit for it. I'm not letting him do it. It was some random Geordie kid in Forest Hall who was an absolute genius. So no, Nick, no.
I would have been able to sleep tonight. I would have, as soon as I regretted saying I'll take credit for it. I might have let it go on for 30 minutes. I might let it go on for 30 minutes, and then I would have been honest. But,
no, we can't take that.
She enjoyed it.
Can't take that kid's moment, because that was just it was top notch.
It was, yeah.
Yes. Great. To the random kid, we salute you. You are
well done, sir. Well done.
Yes.
Well done. You'll not see this, I don't think, but never mind. Because he's a child.
Yes, and this is not made for kids. But if somebody adult sees it, they can pass on the message.
Yes.
So, but yeah, obviously like you said, Ian, it's getting any chance you get to see Harley is great. I was sort of saying before she grabbed the mic, I was like, I can't remember the last time I'd seen her cut a promo, and I was sort of saying, Harley's awesome and everything like that, but I don't really remember cutting a promo. And then she goes and cuts this promo, and she does heel 101, which we talked about earlier in the car journey about Sash, where she's kind of like, she does that later on when she's kind of like, she gets the fans to cheer for Melissa. She's like, oh, you're not cheering for her anymore, are you? On cue, the fans start cheering for Melissa Fierce, and it's just like, there we go, your heel is getting, the cheers.
As I said to you, we're picking up other promotions and everything now, and I really hate to say anything good about Sash.
Yeah.
But yeah, that day I realized he was like a next level heel. The crowd was getting a bit quieter and stuff at York one day, and Sash just turned around to the crowd or turned around to the face and went, they're not cheering for you now, are they? And of course, everyone starts cheering for the face, and I was like, that's a man who knows his craft. And yeah, Melissa did the same thing, and that's it, because they're top leagues.
Exactly. So yeah, Harley doing that, and it was just so yeah. Well, again, this match, as you would expect, both women obviously strong competitors. And it was just back and forth, both strong and agile. It was just the perfect combination. They both went back and forth, hitting the moves. Stuff that was going on between as well. There was one bit where Melissa monkey flipped Harley, and she just landed right on a coccyx. I'll call it the coccyx smasher. And she just bounced up. She was hopping around, selling it like $1 million. And it was just like, that's why she's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was explosive all the way through, wasn't it? Those two, amazing combination.
Yeah.
Similar styles, big hits, big flips, throwing each other around the place. Yeah, it was fantastic stuff. Really great to watch.
Yeah, it worked each other really well, you got to say.
Do you enjoy that, Mick? Obviously, I did. Again,
no.
Pearson Hudson, people you've seen before? Or?
Well, no, I'd mentioned to you, I don't think I'd seen Melissa Fierce before. No. So to see her for the first time, and she's already, you can see already, she's the white meat baby face and stuff. You can see crowds love her, I'm guessing, pretty much wherever she goes and everything. So she does that very well. Like I say, I think WiN are doing a good thing with building the women's thing around here at the moment. It's a perfect thing as well for everyone. And then, like you say, when you got Harley there, because when they announced it, the replacement, it was like, well, can't really grumble at that, because somebody I'd been wanting to see for a long time. Obviously, I've seen like videos and stuff, but never seen in person. So seeing her in person, it was really enjoyable.
There you go. So yeah, it's one of those. Obviously, we kind of got a similar situation with the men's title match as well, kind of thing, where I was hyped for the original match, but then it got replaced. It's kind of like, you know what? I know we're going to see Molly again down the road. Probably not going to get to see Harley all that much. So, in fairness, I would have taken this match over the original one. Just for, as I say, I think we've got a limited time seeing Hudson over here now. So yeah, that's cracking. So I don't know if to do spoilers or not. I won't. We don't really need to talk about the winners, I suppose. Except for the Rumble, we'll spoil the Rumble. Yeah. But we'll say, go watch the matches as of whenever they drop on YouTube.
We'll drop them on YouTube. They'll be free on YouTube as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Another reason.
Exactly.
Love WiN.
That's it, mate. Just obviously they dropped Grand Slam 2 last week, just before the Rumble show. So I've been making my way through that. Shout out to Rock Solid Media as well, who obviously do all the production and everything for WiN. Amazing job. Just go subscribe, follow WiN on YouTube. Just indulge in the wrestling awesomeness. Go watch all the shows for free.
Again, it was something we'd mentioned as well, Nick. When we got there, we'd see like sort of the camera setup and stuff like that. Up on there, just straight away, we were just like sort of taken aback really at how, well, certainly I was, and obviously the quality of the production you can see with the camera setups and stuff like that. So you can see that they are gonna, when it does drop on there, it is going to be a top notch like recordings and stuff for you to just sit and enjoy it, because it's an immaculate setup.
Yeah, for a £10 show again, it's ridiculous. It's just but yeah, so this led us to the tag team match, which was again card subject to change. It was meant to be Henry Faust and Joe Wade versus Isaac North and Rob Drake. We got the whitest boys in wrestling, the Ginger Goth, whatever you want to call them. We need a tag team name for Henry Faust and Joe Wade. But the white boys, I don't know.
Injury
again,
business.
Yeah, the white boys. Yeah, that won't cause any problems at all. That.
Cut that.
Yeah, there'll be no problems with that. Yeah,
with a Z.
yeah. Chuck a Z on the end of it.
Yeah.
Fine then. Didn't we have was it Mathers and his wife as well, the Chavas with the
I think we had a
coming
segment,
out
didn't
as
we,
well. They had a segment before because there was
Oh,
a lot of people coming.
yeah.
There was a lot of people coming out, and it's just like, oh, what's good? Well, then it's like,
Oh, sorry,
we got 21 Union coming out with Ivy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because obviously, Ivy came out. She kind of announced that she would be going on international duties, so she would no longer be able to represent 21 Union as part of the talent agency. So she was just letting them know that Adam Bolt would kind of be looking after them going forward. Which
again, she was fantastic as well, by the way, with her reactions to the Karen chants and stuff like that. That was because it got very loud. Those Karen chants did as well. And the way she played her part throughout that, you've got to say fair play to Ivy. She's done really well there.
Always did. We see it all the time at True Grit. We know how great Ivy was in the ring, and is just a character with a microphone.
Losing her from in-ring competition's been a real loss to our wrestling scene, but I'm so glad she stuck around as a mouthpiece and as an antagonist.
And she does it very well.
Yes,
she's phenomenal. She is one of the best with a microphone, and I hope she comes back when she's had her international business.
Yes,
and I hope all of her international business goes incredibly well.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Plain sailing, all jobs are good. But obviously they kind of came out, but they started talking about the reason for this bit was they haven't announced it officially yet, but they're kind of speculating that at some point there will be tag team titles announced at WiN. So obviously 21 Union there laying claim to the titles. The boys came out. Henry Faust and Joe Wade, they're laying claim. They sort of said obviously they'll beat 21 Union, and that's then when Zio Knox, as Shreddy put it, the Council Estate Bike and Mark Mathers came out. And then obviously everybody's laying claim.
Yes. And then that was when we had the KOE come out, and it sort of transitioned. In fairness, that segment transitioned into the match very smoothly. It was actually really well done. That
just another example of like their show production just being up a little notch. I saw similar stuff yesterday at Blackheart. The company's just getting better and better at putting these things together. It's not just match, then announce, then match, then announce, then match. You get a little things that lead into it, and we can talk about that again for the stuff that happened after the intermission. But it was great. And I mean, who doesn't love tag team wrestling? Tag team wrestling is fantastic, and we've got so many great tag teams around here. You've got your Temple of Malum. I was sad not to see them. I'm a big Isaac North fan. I love watching Rob Drake. So I was gutted not to see them. Yeah, big boys. Big boys. Big boys.
But I mean, talking to big boys, dude, KOE, they rocked up.
Yeah, great stuff. I didn't know these guys. Were they ICW, did you say?
Yep.
They were ICW tag champs, I think, at one point as well. I think. I don't think they are now, but that's quite an accolade to have in Britain. So
exactly, yeah. If you've got that name, if you've got ICW champ attached to you, then you've got to sit up and listen, haven't you? And they did the job. They did it really well. And Joe and Henry.
Whatever you want to call them, but not what Nick said.
Let's not. No, let's.
Okay. I'm trying to think now randomly.
Whiter shade of pale. We'll call them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm a big
Joe.
They
do call themselves that. That was me. But no, they were fantastic. I will say that for Henry and Joe, they were phenomenal. So were the boys from KOE as well. In fairness, it was one of the best tag matches I've seen in person for a very long time. I think both teams put on a fantastic show. I know Nick was very concerned at one point for Joe's tooth.
It's brilliant. So well done.
Oh God, yeah, it wasn't. Well, I don't think it was, but whatever it was, the gum or whatever, absolutely flew. I think Nick's posted it from there. It was out of the building.
I think you've got some similar styles in there, haven't you? Big, strong guys, lean, big, muscly, strong guys, throwing each other around and then kicking each other really hard over and over and over again. And I enjoy being a big fan of Joe Wade and all these other tag team stuff. You know, I think the first time I saw him wrestling, it was him. Was it him and Natalie Sykes were in a tag team at Spirit in Sheffield, going way back. And I like seeing him and Alan doing their thing in Misery Business, and I like seeing him and Henry doing a different thing in WiN. You know,
I think they've got a really good dynamic, the two of them together.
Yeah, absolutely.
It works really well.
It just shows off a bit of Joe's sort of depth, a bit of his variety, ability to do some different stuff, work with different people.
He's adaptable, man. He's like water. He's fluid. But I said to you last week, Mick, that there would be plenty of oohs and ahs in this.
There was. There was a lot of meaty kicks and slaps and things like that going on in that one, and it was a lot of like moments.
Just to put anybody's mind at ease, because at this point the clip of the gum or tooth will have popped up, and you'll have all seen something go flying out. We bumped into Joe at the intermission, and we got to talk. It was like, dude, we've just got a question. Sorry to bother you, mate. I know you've just been through a hell of a match, but was it tooth or was it gum? And he refused to answer. He refused to answer.
But he smiled.
It was like, Joe, smile for us. I know you're a goth, but just once to make smile. And he smiled, and he still had all his teeth. So it's like, it's gum. It was gum.
But it loves to show. It was lovely for me to see the acceptance of the people in Newcastle now, to see them cheering a goth, because growing up as somebody around that team back in the day, it wasn't something that happened. So to see people cheering goths now and stuff, I was over the moon with that. It's like the acceptance levels are right back now.
When I see him cheering Kenny Omega, and I'm like, wait, I'm a gamer. I was a gamer. That's cool now. Okay,
I was a geek.
I was a massive nerd.
We got picked on for being a geek.
You beat me.
We cool now? No, I didn't think so. Oh well.
But Newcastle is a town made for goths. It's just black and white. How is that not like Goth Central? There's no colour.
Well, there is an area in Newcastle in the centre where they all just hang out. But I don't know if it's still called Hippie Green now. I don't know why it was hippie when it was all the goths hung out there. But I don't know. Hopefully they've changed the name now, and it makes more sense to call it Goth Green, because GG. But never mind.
GG Goth Green per se. But yeah, and then obviously, like I sort of said, this match just went back and forth, bang, 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 kick, ooh, ah, ooh. We got the eventual winners. Everybody was satisfied. Everybody's great, as you said, Mick. One of the best tag matches I've seen in a long time personally as well. Hopefully we see more KOE. I know they came in as a last-minute replacement. Hopefully they've left an impression. Everybody in the back was like, okay, we need these boys back, especially if they are building the tag division. I'm a big fan of, the same as you are, Ian, and I know you are, Mick, as well, just tag team wrestling. But for the tag team wrestling to work, you need a division. You need at least 3 or 4 teams on a regular basis. Just kind of interacting.
It would certainly be a team for me as well. If you're going to be doing like sort of maybe to introduce the tag title and maybe it's a multi-team match or something like that, it would certainly be one of the first teams I would be putting back down on the list to have somebody go with it, to make, if they're not going to win it, the eventual winners look really, really strong, because they'll make them look like $1 million.
Exactly. That's it. Exactly. It just makes sense. But then from this match, we went into the men's. It was the last match of the first half. It was the men's championship match. So we were ready. We were set for Shreddy. And he was against not Ian Skinner, because he'd done one. And I think he'd seen Mick's coat and she's like, no, mate, I can't compete with that. So I'm out of it. We'll see you later. And so we got Kenny Williams as a replacement. And again, we talked about ICW, KOEs. Kenny Williams is a several-time ICW champion, top titles, 0G, just tag team as well, I think. This dude turned up with a pedigree, with a history, with a legacy for wrestling. And yeah, you know, we got to see him go against the big, jacked, stacked daddy that is Shreddy.
I was so glad at time going for a pee at that point when Kenny come out, because I caught a glimpse and he had a clown mask on and I was bloody done. I was like, no, I'm going. I'm not being in the room when that's happening. You can't be doing that. Mick's legging it out for a toilet. Not dealing with clowns.
Yep.
So thankfully I missed that entrance, because purely nothing against Kenny, but purely because of the clown mask. Can't be dealing with that shit. And don't send me pictures of them if you see this, people, because it does piss me right off.
Why did you say that?
I don't care. I don't care. Just don't.
R.I.P. your inbox, Mick.
Yeah.
But gentlemen,
Yeah.
you two guys discussed. This was, yeah, just. We said it before. It was going to be speed against strength. It was going to be the classic big man, small man wrestling, David versus Goliath, and yeah, both guys did what they do best. It was quality.
Enhanced by watching Shreddy on this very channel just a couple of days beforehand as well. A lot of time for Shreddy. Been watching him since I started coming to tune in to Work the Left Side. been
previously on Work the Left Side.
I've been watching Shreddy since I started going to Rise shows, and he always delivers. You know, he'll do what you want. He'll be a great supporting cast member at Rise. Just the big guy you got to get through, or he can hold your championship like he is at WiN, and be the local guy, the absolute legend.
Yeah.
And I mean, what a guy.
and the man is so massive he can get away with having a rat's tail haircut as well for them.
Yep.
Because I wasn't questioning him on it, because if they come out, it's just like, yeah, you rock that, mate. You do that.
You do whatever you want.
You do
Shreddy.
whatever you want, because
Anytime you want,
fairness
that's
to Shreddy,
absolutely fine.
he is one massive bastard, and it's not somebody who I'd want to be getting on the wrong side of at any point.
He is both jacked and stacked.
Yeah.
There's no false
he lives
advertising.
he lives the gimmick. It is exactly what it says on the tin.
And also, as we found out last week on Work the Left Side, massive Star Wars nerd as well. You know, which just
yep.
always makes me even happier.
Yeah.
You know, that...
I wonder if anyone bullied him as a kid about it. I don't fucking think so.
I bet they stopped when he started going to the gym.
Yeah, right. That was probably the reason why he started going.
Maybe that was it. That was the creation of the Jackson Stack.
Yeah.
Right.
So to the whoever done that, nice work, mate. Look at him now.
Thanks for giving us the Jack Stack Daddy, because Shreddy, just fantastic. All the presence, all the power, the knowledge. He knows how to wrestle. He knows how to put on a story in the ring. He knows how to carry himself, and he knows how to make his opponent look good as well.
But again, as well, with that look on him as well, he can literally do anything for you on a show. If you want to, you want the babyface to build the title around like WiN are at the moment, you've got that. You want a monster heel to absolutely annihilate people, you can do that. It's like literally, it's like the prototype for like an ideal wrestler sort of thing that you want for your promotion for any business.
Nearly the prototype for a wrestler.
No.
That is a great shout. I've not even really put that into words. I've kind of now you've said it's glaringly obvious, but it is because he can talk as well. He doesn't just look the part. The dude's got the mic skills. He's got the charisma. He is, not to get copyrighted or trademark infringement, but the dude is the prototype. It's not that other guy.
He's finished now. Anyway, we'll use it again. He's gone now.
He's gone. We can't see him.
It's like Nature Boy, isn't it? Once one retires, someone else can use it. So, so we can call him the prototype. But no, he's perfect for any promotion, for any position. What you want him to do, he's got that look, and he can do that. So fair play, like I say, fair play to WiN for putting the title on him and building it around there, because it works very well, especially when you want to bring in talent such as Kenny and stuff like that, who in a lot of places you would think, oh well, he's done this title, he's done that, but like up against Shreddy, you think, nah. In fairness, I think Shreddy's still gonna kill you.
Shreddy's going to mess you up.
Did he? We don't know.
Yes. But yeah.
You have to watch the highlights.
Or go on the socials. I know it's not it's not our story to tell. Go on the socials or wait for it to drop on YouTube. But yeah, they'll come up with creative posts to explain results and stuff like that. So, but again, just a great match, great way to go into the intermission as well.
Yes.
So obviously, we got up, stretched our legs, got a few drinks, got some fresh air.
That's on people's
tooth
teeth.
or gum. Yeah, asked if it's tooth or gum. Admired the posters outside and looked at the lovely Leslie James, the superb Melissa Mary Claire on the posters outside.
Oh, fair play for remembering the names, mate. Well done. Well done. That's impressive, that.
Do you think that's their names? I might have just made that up.
Mary Claire is it, because I'm sure I remember that thing. I'm sure I remember making a comment about it and then thinking, no, that's Marie Curie. But the other one, no idea. But I'm sure they've done a wonderful job, whoever was on after the wrestling.
Exactly.
They were so far away. I'd have been well up for sticking around there. I love a social club. I was brought up in working men's club and social clubs.
Yeah.
And I love entertainers like that. Just gentle, soft entertainment. Something like that would have been great. But I mean,
but you could see as well at the show as well. There was a few people in the front row and stuff like that who I think were dressed up ready to stay on for the whole night date for the turn afterwards as well. Some glittery dresses and things like that, and it was just like fair play, bit of wrestling, then a turn.
Those people that always get there like too early just to make sure they get the best seats for the evening, kind of thing. Like they've turned up.
They've turned up. But watch. Oh well, we'll watch the wrestling. Sorry.
and they can do it because it was only a tenner. They're like, right, I'm willing to pay £10 just to make sure we get these seats. Yeah, we go.
Which I believe the next show is as well.
Probably, yeah. Or 4 for 30.
Or 4 for 30, yeah.
There we go. But yeah, obviously intermission. We come back. There was one more match before the titled Rumble. The name of the show, obviously, is a Rumble show. It's a 20-man Rumble. Just to clear that up, just so before anybody thinks otherwise.
For every time I say 30-man Rumble, it's actually 20.
It's 20 man. But
not pointing any fingers or anything, but
I'm doing that, and on my screen is up here, but I might be pointing at
I'm doing that, and that's the same as me, but yeah. But no, it's Ian, basically. Ian thinks it's 30. He will say 30 at some point, so no worries.
It's all good. It's all good. But we had Brady Phillips versus HT Drake. The winner gets the 20th spot in the Rumble. The loser starts the Rumble at number 1, and it's Brady Phillips versus HT Drake.
And we're in HT Drake country.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because obviously we're kind of, again, from our experiences, until recently, we're used to both of these guys being heel. But I am. Obviously, he's facing Huddersfield with the open challenges and stuff. So you're more accustomed to good guys.
He's always, even when he's a good guy, though, he's a bit of a tweener, isn't he? He's never...
Yeah.
He doesn't come out and high five and hug people.
Yes.
No.
Which I don't think he even done to sort of on Saturday either. Even in Newcastle.
There is no nonsense.
No, he come out, cheer me, but I'm not going to embrace you. I'm from here. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. And I'm dead hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. But like you said again, it's always no nonsense with Drake. You know exactly what you get. Same with Brady as well. I kind of said this last week. There's obviously when a lot of the bigger names went off to greener pastures for a few years, a while back.
Pastures new.
Yeah, pastures new. There's several people. There was names that were kind of left to burden the weight, kind of thing, or carry the weight. Brady was one of those guys. HT Drake was one of those guys for me. Obviously, there's others out there as well. If you want to shout them out in the comments, do so. But it's these two in this match, and these two guys are very much responsible for the fact that we still have British wrestling, or the fact that it didn't drop as much as it could have done when we lost the talent we lost. So yeah, massive shout out. That's the biggest compliment I can really give these two guys, and it's what you expected it to be.
Yeah,
I said to you on the way up, I think, didn't I, Nick, that Rampage said that when I saw him at a catch show in Manchester a few years ago, not long after Rampage had come back. They had an absolutely stonking match. It was brilliant, really, really top tier stuff. And Rampage sort of said afterwards, like, I've been away. While I've been away, Brady Phillips has held British wrestling. If he wasn't around, there wouldn't be a scene for me to come back to. And I know you hold Rampage in very high regard. If he's saying it,
Yeah, and you can see why he said that, because I will say, in fairness, it's my first time personally seeing Brady Phillips, and I've got to say, what a fantastic job he does with his character work and stuff like that. Basically, you want him to come out there, and you want people to hate him, and he does that down to a T. Fair play to him; he does that amazingly. So I've got to shout him out for his work. It's so good. Yeah. He's that guy you want to see getting kicked the shit out of, basically, but ultimately he still finds a way and stuff, and he's so good. It was so good.
Because he's just turned face, kind of a default face, in True Grit.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything that different. He just doesn't cheat. He still comes out knowing he's the best, and he puts himself forward as the best, but we cheer him now.
That's the thing with a lot of these characters. It doesn't take much. It's just more of who they're going up against as to whether we cheer or boo them. Really, that's the thing. You might still do a few gnarly things, but it's not as gnarly as the other guy. So we'll cheer him. It's fine. It's good. But yeah, Brady's amazing. Anybody knows me knows. I think the dude's quality, and but yes, so we are going to kind of spoil the result of this match, because obviously, as I said, the loser starts the Rumble. So the Rumble started with HT Drake in the ring, and number 2 entrance comes out, and it was Mr. Joe Sedgwick. And anybody who has watched previous WiN shows will know that Sedgwick holds a W over Drake. On Joe's singles debut, he beat HT Drake. I think HT Drake was still a little bit annoyed about that.
Yeah.
Was there something before the match? I seem to remember there was an interference, wasn't there? 21 Union ran interference in the match.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They were still out when Brady cheered and went away. And as we were waiting for the first music to hit,
yeah, I think they got up halfway up, wasn't it, towards the entrance thing, and then he's waiting by the entrance, and he sort of turned back round. Yeah,
yeah. My bad.
Good memory.
That
man didn't drink through that show.
There we go. That's a massive advocate for having a few Diet Cokes instead. Yes. 21 Union came out, because I can remember them kind of like, sort of Brady embracing them. All 3 of them stood outside the ring together. Yeah. What about that?
And then, of course, number 3, Mr. Mercer.
The Bruiser.
The Emerald Bruiser.
Again, not to get copyrighted or trademark infringed, but he's Irish and he loves to fight. But yeah, so 21 Union versus HT Drake for a while.
I think the copyright's safe there with that Irish accent, because...
Yeah, I didn't commit to it again, man.
There was no commitment to that Irish accent whatsoever. Although I wouldn't recommend going to Dublin anytime soon.
To be sure.
Oh, Christ. Oh, no. Oh, we've gone from white boys to Nick doing Dublin.
I know, man. What the hell is going on? Absolute heel turn.
What are you doing to us, Nick? Nick, what are you doing?
Top of the morning to you.
No.
I apologise. Sorry. No. I'll go out and buy shit from the Guinness.
If anyone's offended by Nick's comments tonight, then please write.
Please use the comments to let him know.
Use the comments, but direct them purely to Nick, because I'd like to say myself and Ian don't stand by the comments that he has made so far this evening.
Wow. Throw me under the bus. Right, I'll pop up the address you can send a letter to. Right. If you are offended, I do apologise, but please send your letters to this address.
Well, yes. So Mercer, apparently Irish come out.
Mick, I sent you the list over.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Yes.
I'm going to take a second to shout out Seb and Joe. Yesterday again at Blackheart. Opening match was Joe Sedgwick, whose opponent was taken out by a swift nut shot from Cliff Harrison, and his brother Brett made his Blackheart debut. Won, beat him for the Unleashed title in an absolutely stellar match. Genuinely fantastic. Good enough that I'm going to try and get down to some of those UKW shows now and see more of the lad. Yeah, that was fantastic. And then Seb was in a number 1 contenders match later on. Didn't manage to clinch it, but he has got Joe Sedgwick at the next show, I believe, in March, and that's obviously going to be great. So yeah, I'll always take a bit of time out to shout Blackheart out and those two lads as well, especially because they are phenomenal.
Yes,
and that show yesterday. Yeah, I hope they start releasing them on YouTube or something soon because people deserve to see that.
You know, I keep extending the invites out, and you know they keep, we'll find the footage. Yeah, mate, you ain't finding that footage.
Please get it.
Please, yes, there you go. The people are now speaking. Mr. Winter, Breezy, anyone who has the power, anybody who has that footage, please let us.
Especially as another little shout for them, they're selling out shows now. Yesterday was sold out. March's front row's all sold out. April's selling already. They're selling shows out. You know,
that's
if people can't get into your product, let them watch it on YouTube. Please, Blackheart, because I want to watch it again, to be honest. Anyway,
yes, the list, the entries, the 20 people. Obviously, we've had HT Drake, we've had Joe Sedgwick, we've had Seb Mercer. Just reel off the other 17 people, and then we'll discuss events as of when.
We then had Young Tiger. We had Tommy Moore.
Wasn't me though. I got to say as well, I think I've seen something on someone's...
Young Tiger.
Sorry, I'm not a young man, though. I think I've seen something on Insta as well with Tommy Moore, I think it was, when it's like his second ever match or something like that. So,
really?
If that is the case, then fair play, mate. You've made an impression when you come in there. Done really well. Yeah, exactly. For your second ever one. Well, fair play. Well done.
And then talking about the deep end, next out was Keg Stacker. First time I've seen Keg Stacker. Doesn't disappoint. What a guy. And then number 7, Mr. Rampage Brown. And then we had Handsome Jack. Now, number 9, we had Kemper. Number 10, we had Mark Mathers.
Kemper, by the way, as well, if you want to watch out for him, massive bastard who is freaking really good at being the big man.
We'll stop there for a second because obviously we won't just want to talk about Kemper for a minute because obviously this is Mick's first time seeing him. Dude, it might have kind of been, we've seen him that often.
It was kind of like left a lasting impression because it was like when he come out and it was just like, wow, this guy's for a big man. Wow, yeah. So yeah, it definitely had an impact.
And anyone that's watching as well, go and watch the last Friday Night Pursuit that's up on YouTube. With there were a big like multi-person match in that one, and you pointed out, didn't you, Nick? You had Nathan Black sat there watching everyone coming out, going like, "Small man, little small man, medium-sized man," and then Kemper comes out, he's like, "No, big man.
Big man." Like massive man.
Dude stacked.
Yeah, dude is stacked and fair play as well. You could argue a shout for possibly the MVP of the whole Rumble because he was in there a while for a big man as well, and done a bit of damage throughout it as well. So
man puts the work in.
Yeah, he definitely puts the graft in. Yeah,
I really enjoy him as a heel.
Oh God, yeah.
Face personally less so, but as a heel, like you say, monster heels, they're just phenomenal. And
if you book them right and stuff like that, you could have an absolute superstar in your eyes and monster heels and stuff. Yeah.
You see Kemper coming in, you see him coming in, kicking out 90% of the people that were in that ring.
Yeah.
It's believable. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll buy that, And like I say, the man puts the work in. He works hard. You see him on his socials, on the Pursuit socials and everything, constantly working. And it shows, like I say, we've seen him for a while now. We've seen him getting better and better. It really shows.
Yes.
Just to point out as well,
bastards.
He was probably a little bit angry because he is a Leeds fan. So You know, and I'm not going to antagonise this situation anymore.
Who do you support? Who do you support, Nick? What?
Can't you tell by his accent, Mick?
What
Can't you tell from his accent who he
no,
supports?
Nick, what happened that day? Kemper. Sorry, Nick. Who do you support?
Arsenal.
Yeah, sorry. If Kemper does see this, I'd just like to point out he was very smug about the whole result as well. I'd just like to say.
All weird.
So all weird. Constantly. I think at one point when you come out, he goes, oh yes, Kemper, Leeds fan. I believe he said.
Fucking boo. No, I did
not. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, football banter.
Hey. Always kick the ball. Always kick the ball to somebody else.
It's going to move. It's going to move. Look at the ball. It's going to move. Sorry, off topic.
But yes, no, it's good. So yeah, Kemper, after Kemper.
Yes.
Kemper, then we had Mark Mathers turning up, didn't we? Being a bit of an ass. And then we had
the Chava gimmick. Sorry, the Chava gimmick for him and his work is fantastic.
Yeah,
it works.
The way to do it. It's so good. And with the light up scrunchie she had in as well. Oh, that was amazing. It's proper.
Yeah, I'll see more of them any day a week.
Yeah. It made me miss Newcastle a bit because that was what I grew up with, is seeing Chavas like that with the massive scrunchies in the hair and stuff. It was a nice little throwback for me. That was.
They're good. They were at the last show as well, weren't they? In Borough that we saw. They were good. They catch your attention.
They got the character on point, which is
absolutely. And in ring's just cracking as well. Yeah. You know, it's not like they do this great character and then just sit there flopping about or anything. They're just great talent, great work. But then, as I say, we had Cowboy Conrad come in, didn't we? Instant favourite for us, I think. Cowboy Conrad. Yeah,
it was in fairness. We all kind of popped at a cowboy in Newcastle.
I don't know what it was, but yeah, we were just like, all right,
yes, that'll do for us. We'll have a cowboy. No, but fair play. No, it worked. It had an impression because we all remember him.
Exactly. You know, guy comes out, he's a cowboy. Okay, I know that gimmick. He's a cowboy. Guy's massive. All right,
rocking the double denim as well.
Exactly. Yeah, got that Canadian suit on.
Yeah, Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
But yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting the cowboy on the show.
No, me neither. Yeah, it was great.
So that was nice.
Then we had Adam King, and then George Hunter. Our boy, absolutely love George Hunter, and he got it in, didn't he? He got the move in. He did the thing.
He did the thing. The flippy thing. Well, I did numerous flippy things. He did numerous flippy things.
Do many flips. Do all the flips. And he did. George, fantastic guy. Really, really enjoy George. I think he gets talked about on here quite a lot, doesn't he? Yes. Really making a name for himself. Super talented. And he got a chance to shine in that Rumble as well.
He did. He's even been down in your neck of the woods, Mick. That's how over he is. He's actually, he was at Attack, I think. He was at Attack.
Attack. Yeah,
he was at Attack a few months ago. It was just totally blew my mind because it's very rare that you get somebody so new on the scene in Yorkshire. Yeah, you know, being booked down in Wales.
Very rare in fairness. Like, as I say, it's normally like sort of Birmingham and Cardiff is sort of the link up sort of thing with Attack and stuff. So again, fair play if he's being noticed to get picked because Attack's got such a rich history and stuff like that now of the people who've come out of there and got onto things. So yeah, fair play. I'll have to keep an eye out for that for future Attack shows to see him.
Reined in the mullet a little, I think, hadn't he, as well?
I know. I don't know, man. Maybe if he hadn't done that, he'd have won the Rumble. I'm just thinking, like, you know, if he still had the gloriousness of the flowing locks, mate.
Blaming his haircut.
Could have taken
blame the haircut.
I mean, it were between him and Gung Ho Muttley won it for best mullet in rest. It was an absolute piece of art.
Mate, you'd have appreciated it, mate. It was a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
Or maybe they've had a mullet off and we just haven't realised, and just like somebody's missed out on the opportunity to book it. So we see it.
From the sounds of it, I think we need a mullet versus mullet match.
Yeah.
Instead of a hair versus hair, a mullet versus mullet match.
The loser just gets shot back aside.
No, loser just gets the head shaved. Don't change the rules on it, just change the name.
No, you just cut the mullet off.
Just gets the top of the head shaved and keeps the skullet.
But they have a party at the front and business on the back instead.
Oh, please, sometime this year, somebody do it. It won't take them long to grow it back.
Reverse mullet. Oh, there we go.
The skullet, mate. The skullet. I'm not
someone needs that hair. Didn't Hogan have that? It was kind of a reverse mullet.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's saved on the top and now long down. Yeah, so yeah, just go for the Hogan look.
It worked all right for him, did it? But yeah, George Hunt turned up, did his stuff, looked awesome, and then I can't remember how long he was got. I think Brady eliminated, or Kemper eliminated him. So I'm kind of like, yeah, it's again another one of Kemper's victims. Kemper just tacked him over. But yeah, so again, prime example. Well, we've mentioned a few people. Prime example of what you can do in a Rumble when you're given a couple of minutes, come out, make your impression, and just you'll get the fans talking about it, days afterwards to be like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. That guy was awesome. That's the importance of a Rumble. Take your opportunities.
Again, they can also set up like sort of feuds and stuff like that. Like you say with Hunter and Kemper, that could be the start of a really good feud and stuff with matches and stuff between the two of them. There you go. Nick's we're picturing it already. But no, something like that, just something little like that could just plant the seeds for starting something really, which could end up being really beautiful.
I think the True Grit Rumble did a really good job of that as well. They set up quite a lot of different stories in their Rumble.
That's what Rumbles. That's how they should be done. That's what you use them for. You tell them to.
Instead of just chucking a battle royal at the ending and stuff like that, which has no meaning to it. If you're going to use a Rumble, use it properly, but also then use it to you've obviously you move on to your main event scene and stuff like that from the next one. But you can also, like I say, plant those seeds and have these next people working to get their names out there, get people talking about them and stuff. And that was something that they'd done that on Saturday, where there was bits and pieces in it where it's just like sort of that's moving forward, that could be good. Like we said at the start and stuff with the HT Drake stuff and everything like that, where we was eliminated by the tag team, have him go out and find a partner and start something with that, and
yeah, it works, man. It just works. So
more cowboys.
More cowboys,
please.
We want a cowboy faction.
Regulators.
Regulators.
Anybody in Britain, please book a cowboy faction.
The regulators.
I would travel anywhere in the country if I know there's a cowboy faction on the card. That's 100%. If you book a cowboy faction, Mick will go anywhere. I will drive because I don't. But
I'll jump on that train.
I will go.
Yeah. Right. So you're down in Wales, aren't you? So we need to find a Hebridean promotion to do this.
That's all right. I can fly to Aberdeen, I think, from Cardiff and get there. Nice. It's one of the 3 destinations you can fly to from Cardiff.
So after
book more flights, Cardiff Airport. But anyway,
Marcus King turned up for a few seconds.
Who turned up? Sorry, I missed that one.
Marcus King. It was Marcus King after George. So you had Adam King turns up, then George Hunter, then Marcus King, and then you got Henry Faust turns up, Serious Jim, who never seen Serious Jim before, but turned up, reminding me a lot of Simon Gotch, the vaudevillains from the old Black and Gold NXT days.
Oh, as soon as you've said that now, it's like, yep, I remember who you mean now.
Yep, exactly.
So fair play. All it needs is description. I was like, yep, now I remember who that was. And yeah, he did leave an impression because it's just straight away put a smile on my face, thinking, yeah, I remember
everyone
now.
Did.
Yeah,
everyone did on here. Even these people who were saying, "Oh, I don't know who they are."
Yeah,
that's it's on us. We don't know WiN as well as we know some of the promotions we've got down here. Everyone that was in that Rumble left an impression that we didn't know beforehand. Even if we're sort of laughing with them, everyone was great. There were no weak links. No. Well, there was one weak link coming up. You had Joe Wade, but then after that, you had Franco Fate turning up when I'm talking about weak links.
That's the biggest boo you can get when he's that close to the camera.
Well, right, no, Mick, I'll explain this to you because I know exactly what he's doing. I know what he's doing. He's antagonising the Nottingham situation because Franco's from Nottingham.
Oh, shame.
Nottingham's awesome. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had Joe Wade, Henry Faust, Franco, big boy Franco.
Big boy Franco turned up. Then Levi came back.
Yeah.
Then Levi came back in, and then, as we knew would happen, Brady was in at number 20, not number 30, but number 20.
Hey.
Well done. Well done.
I'm so proud.
He's still dropped in 30 though.
Yeah, not 30. Not 30.
But not 30. It did sound like there was more than 20 names there, just going to say.
No, the numbers.
No, it wasn't. There was 20.
There was 20. I mean, how's that for Final Four, though? Like Wade, Faust, Franco, Brady. That's ended the Rumble strong. That's kind of been like, right, oh, yep. It was just, and every single one of those guys
were in the ring. But was Joe one of the last ones in the ring? Was he one of the last four? I can't remember. But I know the last three, anyone could have taken it as well.
Yeah,
I kind of figured it was going to be Brady because the storyline, the build up. Brady's always going to be in a title picture because that's what he does. He's one of the best in the country. But I said, didn't I? I said I think Franco might take this.
Yeah.
I'll watch Franco versus Shreddy any day of the week. That's going to be an absolute stormer. I'll diss Franco all day, every day, but he's a lovely man, really lovely man. We were lucky enough to bump into him at the services on the way back, and he was more than happy. Wanted to just take 5 minutes out and chat with us and stuff. He's a lovely
that's
man.
Nice. That's nice. It's not often you get that with people from Nottingham, so no, fair play.
I tried. I tried to pull it back.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Nottingham, don't at me.
Sorry. No, I couldn't give a shite.
No, don't half-force it now, mate. No, don't.
What they're going to do, knifers. I know that's what they're famous for, so fuck off. Fuck right up.
Right, I want to see ground pictures in Nottingham Forest.
Seriously.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Robin Hood dressed as a clown.
That's Kevin Costner, isn't it? But yeah, just said I think final. Trying to remember off the top of my head, Franco was in there, Faust was in there, Brady and Rampage. I think they were the final four, with Levi being the fifth. Brady just eliminated Levi, and then you had Brady, Faust, Rampage, because Franco was trying to beat up Rampage. And then charged at him. Rampage back body dropped him. Then it was Faust versus Rampage. Did the old Rey Mysterio kind of head front scissors guillotine over the top rope. Pulled Rampage with him. Eliminated Rampage. And then we got Faust and Brady.
Point, I thought Henry might take it, and I thought they might then use that to segue into a tag team title match. What was going through my head? You'd get you'd get 21 Union against like Zio and Mark, something like that, and then you just get you get Henry turning up afterwards, going like, I want one of those two would get the title, and that's how it was going in my head.
No, that makes all the sense. But when I was looking at the footage earlier, there's a bit where Faust is fighting with Brady, and the crowd just go mental. They're chanting for him, and like me and you were talking on it, Mick, and you're like, he's so over. I was like, mate, seriously, the dude is over like Rover. It's unreal. It's just the whole roof nearly came off, and it's just like Henry.
Again, that's why the tag team works. It's like, you've got a babyface tag team of a ginger and a goth, and it's just like sort of, who would have thought you'd have the roof coming off for that demographics? But it was absolutely unreal. Like, he was so over. But in fairness, I've got to say, for me personally, I think the way they booked the ending and stuff was perfect for me, because I think. Looking at it, that's for me. That's your number one heel going after your number one babyface, who's the champion, and that's realistically how I think. It's booking 101 basically. It's how you do it. It's somebody who the fans absolutely despise chasing the title. Maybe he's even winning the title and stuff, and then you've got the chase back for Shreddy going back after the title, and Brady doing everything he can to push him away, but. that's my personal opinion for it. I think that's exactly.
Completely
I think
agree.
I think it was spot on them having Brady go over. Sorry if we're not meant to say, but
I think we said
we talked about
yeah. I think we said this on the car on way up. There's nothing wrong sometimes with booking 101. There's nothing wrong with just
works
doing
perfectly.
what everyone's expecting. Nothing wrong with that at all. You don't go see films expecting the bad guys to win or expecting massive swerves at the end. Do you? You know who's going to win.
No.
There's nothing wrong with booking 101.
With the reactions Henry was getting as well, that is somebody in the future who you're going to be able to put that on it and have that as your number one baby face, because I think he was just so over at that point. It was going mental thing, because everyone, especially the kids and stuff, thinking he's going to do this and everything like that. So yeah, fair play. It was really well done.
That's it. Down the road, Shreddy drops it again, either be it to Brady or drops it to Franco down the road. Either if Shreddy drops it to heel, you've got Henry there as the next phase to start that journey and get that moment. Grand Slam 3 or Grand Slam 4, who knows, kind of thing. It's just, you've got stars ready made for that next bit, which I think some promotions I kind of don't have at the minute. When you're looking across, they don't have that depth, or they don't have that kind of thing there where you're like, right, okay, I can kind of see you've got a ready-made star ready to launch whenever you want to launch it.
Yep, anytime.
Yeah, he's there. He's sat waiting, just freaking let him go.
100%, yeah. When you're ready to pull the trigger, just he's people aren't going to be unhappy about it. But I will say, in fairness throughout the whole thing for WiN, I've got to say to them, absolutely fantastic. The whole production, everything on it. The fact that it could have gone so badly from that first match with the injury happening and then panicking to try, and you couldn't tell that at all. Everything just ran so smoothly. It was like, right, we've got this. We'll stick this here. And it all worked. So I mean, well done. You've got me sort of hooked, and we'll be certainly keeping an eye out from down in South Wales on things, and hopefully getting back up to see them again very soon.
I think we'll be considering going in August. Is it, Nick, for the Grand Slam? Is that there?
I think it was actually November.
That's November. That's November last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually where I am now in Wallsend, is where it was last time. So that's even closer for me. That's like sort of 10 minutes away from your mum's house.
We'll go to Mick's for tea first.
Yeah,
and then we'll go
exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Tell your mum to get some scrub on. It's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is it. That is it in a nutshell. Wrestling in Newcastle, the Great North Rumble. It was a great show, great location, great place, great talent, great people. I can't hype it up enough. I can't. There's not enough pleasantries. I've exhausted them all. I don't want to keep repeating myself. I don't want to sound cliche about it or cheesy or like I'm overselling it, but I'm not. It was just, it's wrestling 101.
Friendly wrestling that grown-ups are going to enjoy as well. The kids there are phenomenal, aren't they? They're so invested. Mm-hmm. They're running around trying to get to the front to get high fives and stuff. They're starting chants next to us. They're into it. They are.
They're making wonderful signs that Nick tried to steal, and and you've got to say as well, sort of some of the people who were working there as well, taking the time to come over and speak to yourself, Nick, and everything like that, sort of being really appreciative that we were there and everything. So, I mean, that was a really nice touch, them coming over and just sort of appreciating us going out, coming up to see them. They didn't have to do any of that, and we're not anything special, but they were just sort of really appreciative that we were there. So,
like I say, it was good to see quite a few at Leeds lot there. Jeebus obviously repping on the front row. So Ben, all those guys, it was lovely. Jessica in it. It's good to see people traveling, and if people are going to travel 2 hours to go see your Rumble, you're doing something right.
100%.
That's it. Hit the nail on the head. So Spawn, that's the best endorsement you can say, is people are going to travel a couple of hours to go see your show. It's just, especially when it's like 7. Yeah. Wow. There you go. That's the biggest installment. I will travel 7 hours to go watch this show. But gentlemen,
or more for a cowboy faction.
Yeah. Get a cowboy faction on. Job be good. Mick will buy a season pass. Mick will move back home if needs be, just to go see that faction pass.
I won't Bex if you ever randomly see this.
I was going to clip it.
You're in charge, Flower. Damn you, Nick. Oh, just because I've said the boo thing. Oh, it got you in trouble with Kemper.
No, that's getting edited, mate. That's fine. That's fine.
What's getting edited? You slating him about Leeds getting slapped by Arsenal? No, surely not.
I love Leeds. Leeds is awesome. Dirty Leeds. Sorry, but where that came from. But yes, gentlemen, it has been awesome. It's been an absolute pleasure. Mr. Baker, as mentioned before, this was your first episode. I know you and me, mate, we talk all the time when we're in the car, when we're going to shows, whether it be Pursuit or, WiN. Have you enjoyed it? Have you had a good time?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I knew I would. I'm not one of life's presenters or showbiz type people, but like you say, you build it. It's like let's just chat about wrestling like we do when we're in car on the way to wrestling and back, and that's what it's been like. And yeah, Mick, it was a pleasure meeting you as well.
And yourself, Ian.
we should do this a bit more often. Yes. We'll get to some shows. Let's get down to some attack, maybe.
Yeah, no, always more than welcome down, mate. Always more than welcome down to attack. I've told Nick that many a time if he wants to come down for the shows in Wales. There's always room on the sofas for people to kip. So
that'll do.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll have to do it at some point. It's on my list. It's got to be done. Just because obviously, if you're a Barry boy, aren't you? So I need to go. Yes. Sort of. I need to take the Gavin and Stacey tour at some point as well. So.
You'll have to do it soon because Dave. You'll have to do it soon because Dave's coaches is up for sale. So. Yeah, that minibus, 200 grand or something like that. It's up for sale for.
Wow.
I know, and it's an old one, but never mind.
Mate, you are so Welsh. You are so.
Shut up, you dick.
I know. Let me tell you for why.
I knows it.
Gentlemen, if you want to shout out where you are on the socials, if anybody wants to just talk wrestling or keep an eye out on anything, Mick, I know Ian, you're not really on anything, so I'll bypass you on this one. If you want to unleash the Mick ego.
Yeah, Mr. Mick Ego on Insta and X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, unless you're sending what I said, so no. But yeah, no, that's where you'll find me just talking nonsense as normal and posting pictures of me cats.
Good man.
See the front rows at wrestling shows.
Yes.
Obviously.
Shouting at the regime.
Just slagging off Nottingham, apparently. But that is, we'll let that pass because I like you, dude. You're good. You're good people. You give me a list. So I won't take it personally. I know everybody's like just got a little bit.
There was one thing, wasn't there? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, it's nothing, isn't it? Just like A's back catalogue. That was it.
I've already
A's back catalogue, nothing.
I've already picked up merch man Stu in the True Grit Discord about that.
Oh really?
I've asked JC to, because he joined in, didn't he, on Facebook? He said there were 2 hit wonders because of Starbucks.
Oh, that was Stu, wasn't it? Yes, Mr. Stu. Yeah.
I've asked JC if we could
I knew there was something I had to mention there. Sorry, Ian, mate, but yeah, no, they've got one
just
song.
Just you guys don't know anything about mid-90s pop punk rock. Not my fault, just educate yourselves, innit?
Consider us told.
Oh, get in. I love that. I knew I'd get a bite. I had to. I'm glad I remembered.
I'd just like to say this episode is sponsored by
nothing.
But yes, gentlemen.
Once it's sponsored by Starbucks, I dare you.
There are other coffee facilities available.
I'm a Costas kind of guy. So that's it. I will not endorse Starbucks. They can do all. I'm a Costas guy.
Tax free.
Gentlemen, right, we are totally
okay. Done talking nonsense now. Sorry.
Don't apologise, mate. It's fine. I love it. I've just got to reel myself in sometimes. But obviously, everybody else, thank you for watching. If you're still here after all the coffee talk and the 90s music talk, thank you for watching. Hit like, subscribe, share, comment, all the generic stuff we ask you to do every episode. Join us later on the week where we will be talking to the man with the slightly less glorious mullets than before, Mr. George Hunter. So we'll see you again very, very soon. And remember, always work the left side. Gentlemen, feel free to say goodbye.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye.